Last episode was a big time struggle from Justin Herbert at the quarterback position. He had 4 turnovers in a division matchup against the Las Vegas Raiders, and he was honestly the reason that we lost that game, despite him being, the reason that I started this franchise, thinking that he needed help, thought he was going to be the reason we won games, and for the most part he has this season, but he absolutely needs to bounce back today. Coming off 2 straight losses, we need to see Herbert back to the franchise quarterback he has been for the most part this season, and some sacks being the problem last week. We've got the under siege scenario here today. This time I'll blame the offensive line. I don't think Herbert really has an issue for the most part, holding onto the ball too long. Now, one of the scariest scenarios in all of Madden is the cold team. I can't remember exactly what it's actually called at the moment, but when the team's on a cold streak, if you lose this game, it tanks your morale, and we are on a 2-game losing streak. The vibes are not as high as they could possibly be, so we need a win. If we lose to the 1-11 Patriots this week, it could tailspin us to miss the playoffs entirely here in year 1, and that's not exactly the trajectory I had planned going into last episode. I thought we might be in play for the division. Nice to be back on Madden after a few days off. When a new game drops, I like to focus on it, at least for the first few days, try to build as much interest around the new game as I can and hopefully attract new subscribers. But we're going to keep going with this Madden series as well. Not nearly done yet with what I want to see from this team, and hopefully we can get that bounce back game from Herbert today. We're going to start on offense with a give to Spiller, who spills his way forward for a gain of 3 to start this game. From the gun, check down to Austin Eckler. Gain of 9 and a first down for Los Angeles. Another give here to Eckler, a little bit running back heavy on the game script. I don't mind it. I like what we've seen from our running backs this year. Also really like what I've seen from our receivers, though. Would like to get them involved at some point, but if it's working, it's working, and the run game is doing that for sure. Into New England territory. Play action for Herbert. He has Keenan Allen on the crossing pattern underneath. Catch and run yardage for a gain of 12. From the 35, Herbert, clean pocket, has plenty of space to run up through the middle of it, and gain 9. Didn't like what he saw downfield, so turned it into a positive play. Give to Eckler now up the left side, bouncing off 1 tackle and getting to the 20-yard line. Very solid, methodical first drive here for us, and it's going to continue with another 9-yard run. Once more, a give to the tailback. Isaiah Spiller shaken up on that carry. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. He has been a good player for us in this season. Struggled last episode, but the entire offense did, so I'm not going to hold that against him. Another handoff on 1st and goal. We'll make it 2nd and goal from the 5. We are sticking heavy with the run, and he'll get about halfway there. To the 2.5, they'll call it the 3. Herbert to pass on 3rd and goal. It is broken up in the end zone, intended for Keenan Allen. So the Chargers will settle for 3, and that'll bring up Kirk Cousins, not signing with Atlanta in this alternate reality. He is a member of the New England Patriots and having himself a solid first year with them. They'll start under center. Play action rollout into the flat. For a gain of 5, Johnny Stewart, the man who made the reception, also shaken up on the play. To bring up 2nd down, Patriots go screen. Alexander Madison able to get down that right sideline to the 40. Well-designed and timed play there by the Patriots. Cousins now downfield, broken up. Antoine Portis in coverage. Down to 5 minutes left in the first half already. Seems like time is flying by, and Hunter Henry flying by the defense for a first down. From Charger territory, broken up in the flat, intended for the fullback. That is Joey Bosa in coverage. You know, I complain a lot about Joey Bosa being in coverage in this game, but he has made a couple of plays. And oh my, did you all see Kendricks just get flattened there on his back? That was not nice. But what was nice was Derwin James' coverage on that play, forcing the stop. Stiff arm here by Austin Eckler. Will turn a loss into a 3-yard gain on his 6th attempt already. Picking the give across to Dupree, and Spiller already back in the game, so not a serious injury at all. Back to being very efficient with his touches here in this first quarter. Empty formation. Herbert steps up and fires down the right sideline. He's got the rookie phenom, Jerry Dupree. What a big-time completion. He put a lot of mustard on that one. And Dupree able to create separation from Christian Gonzalez. And I really liked having Christian Gonzalez in our Memphis Thunderbirds franchise. A shame that one didn't last very long. And Justin Herbert's injured on that play. Not again. Come on, man. We just got him back a couple episodes ago. And Dugan's coming in and throwing an inaccurate pass into the flat for Jerry Dupree. 3rd and 10. Hits Dupree this time downfield. Right up the middle. Gain of 18 and puts the Chargers in the red zone. Handoff to Eckler. Beautiful blocking. I mean, just 9 yards untouched there before the Patriots could rally. Minute left in the first. Give to Eckler. A lot of traffic, and he can't find any space. Will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and 1. Jerry Dupree on the out route. Gets separation, and Dugan hits him on the run. These two had a solid connection the first time Herbert was out with injury, and it has already picked back up where it left off, despite Dugan being out for the last 5 weeks or so. Solid gain on the ground to the rookie running back. I forget his name, but it's going to be brought back by a hold anyway. Kevin Zeitler, the guilty party. Man in motion for New England. Back to the rookie running back here. Alexander, that's right. Devin Alexander, coming off a game in which he had 19 carries. Put one in for a score. Play action for Cousins. Finds the dump-off man, Hunter Henry. He gets some of those yards back, and now it's 3rd and 8. Start of the second quarter. Cousins has a man downfield, but it's excellent coverage. Asante Samuel Jr. undercutting that route and getting a stop. That last drive, by the way, gave Jerry Dupree 1,000 yards on the season. And he also has double-digit touchdowns already. This guy has just been incredible. I know I've said that probably 5 or 6 different times per episode, it seems like. But, man, I'm really loving Jerry Dupree. I think that was an excellent first selection. Justin Herbert returns for 3rd down, only to get sacked. Excellent. Why would they put Herbert in the middle of a drive? At least just let him wait till next drive, man. Gain of 9 to start this Patriots drive. Hunter Henry, the recipient. From under center. It's a give to Alexander, and he just sneaks past the first down marker. Fresh set of downs. Give to Alexander once more. Eric Kendricks fills the running lane. Stops him for no gain. Cousins alone in the backfield. And had a bunch of time. Ends up settling for the dump-off. That'll be just a 3-yard gain to bring up 3rd down. Patriots going screen. And once again, it's working out to perfection. Alexander Madison down the left sideline. These screens have been a real weapon for the Patriots in this first half. Cousins being pursued by Patterson, and he's going to throw a pick to Diane Henley. Made a couple plays in the absence of J.P. Williams due to injury. Henley in his second season, maybe proving that he needs some playing time going forward in this franchise. Nice job breaking on the ball there. Allen in motion, fake the give to him, and it's to Spiller. Excellent vision to find the cutback lane and get the first down. From the 46, play action Chargers. Jerry Dupree hit on the move, and he's got a lot of space after the catch all the way down to the 30. A massive half for the rookie. Herbert back to pass once more. This time has his other rookie target, Deshaun Dent. For a gain of 8, his first reception of the day. Herbert, clean pocket, and he's finding a man in the end zone. Keenan Allen. Traded to the Bears in real life, but here he's sticking around, and that's exactly why. These two have a great connection, and Allen's production with Herbert versus with Dugan was a massive difference, and we're glad to have him on the squad. We've actually re-signed and extended Keenan Allen in this series. And off to Alexander Madison. Plenty of space off the left side of that offensive line. Gets him a first down and more to the 38. Cousins downfield past the sticks and a nice catch in traffic. Steven Nelson, the man in coverage. But the throw was right on the money. Now from the gun. Quick pressure there, but Cousins recognized it and got the ball out in a hurry. 2nd and 2. And it's picked off by Joey Bosa. Oh my goodness. Dropping into coverage, something I've complained about really this entire season. But Kirk was not expecting it on this play and threw it right to Joey. He actually had to reach out a little bit. But awesome play by the defensive lineman, who's having a great year rushing the passer as well. Now he's getting in on the coverage aspect of things. Good play to start the drive there for Los Angeles. Gets them instantly in New England territory. Herbert back to pass, firing downfield, and what a catch in traffic by Quentin Johnston. Those are the kind of plays you were hoping to see from Quentin in his rookie year with that massive frame. That wasn't really his game, though, at TCU. Contrary to kind of his frame type, he was more of a run after the catch guy, but there he makes the play in traffic for us, and it leads to the Austin Eckler touchdown. That one was blocked perfectly. I think I might have been able to run that one in for 6. Although probably not. Give to the rookie Alexander to start this next Patriots drive. It's a gain of 6. Bringing up 2nd and 4 and a throw downfield to Douglas for another first. Burke putting in work here. This time it's broken up. Cousins dropped on that one. Douglas has been the target of pretty much every pass from Cousins. Here down the stretch, 3rd and 10, he's throwing it away. And the defense gets another stop. We are at 24-0. Just complete two-way dominance in this half. Minute 18 left, 2nd and 10. Herbert gonna burst through the middle of the line and pick up the first and more. Would love if he would avoid the hit there, especially since he was injured just earlier this game. Deshaun Dent on a check down. Gain 6. We're under a minute left in the half. Herbert finds Dent once more up near midfield. 11 of 14 for 182 yards and a touchdown for Herbert, and Again, he hasn't even played this entire half. Looking very sharp. That one, not going to be a completion. Can't tell if it was broken up or dropped. Herbert checks down. Eckler, nice vision. Gets it to 3rd and 1, but we would just settle for the field goal here. Going to be a long attempt, and it is in by Cameron Dicker, the kicker. Nice way to end what was truly a one-sided, dominant half. No worries anymore about our season getting tanked here by losing to the 1-11 Patriots. I mean, we got this one wrapped up at half. Chiefs also got a nice win. And with this one already 27-0, let's not waste you guys' time while watching this second half. If the Patriots made things interesting after the third quarter, maybe we would have watched the fourth, but they didn't really do much of that. So 37-10 will be the final today. This is exactly the kind of performance I was hoping for, coming off a shaky episode. There was a joke that the Chargers OC might have bet on the under in that game. That's how bad it looked last time around. And certainly might have bet on the Chargers minus whatever it would have been, 9. I'm not very good at making betting lines. I'm not much of a bettor myself, but 3 passing touchdowns between the 2 quarterbacks today to 1 interception. Herbert would get picked off in the simulation. 110 yards receiving for Dupree and a touchdown on 7 receptions. He's incredible. 83 yards and a touchdown for Keenan Allen. Just 1 sack allowed today. So that's pretty good. And it was the play that Justin Herbert came back in the game. 2 picks by Henley and Joey Bosa, man. That was fun. Fun game, though not necessarily a very competitive one. Barry Patterson, a rookie defensive tackle, up for an upgrade here, and he gets a pretty solid one. Isaiah Spiller is eligible for an upgrade as well. Plus 2 change of directions, pretty nice for him. Gets him into that deep green. And then Jordan McFadden, we'll go power, try to get him a little bit more of a well-balanced depth offensive lineman for us. A 1,000 XP and 5 morale, as well as a pass blocking boost for only allowing the 1 sack and not falling victim to the trap game. Helps us get an extra 1,000 XP. So let's fast forward into the Cardinals because we only played 1 half of that game. I think if we find a game that's competitive in the 4th, we can maybe hop into the entire 4th. But so far, the team's looking pretty good. 18-point game, 3 scores to start the 4th. I don't think that's close enough. We'll see if Arizona really makes things better. Kenneth Murray on the Cardinals, former Charger. But pretty easy victory for us against Arizona. We picked a good spot to need to rebound in our schedule, playing against the Patriots and the Cardinals. Those are 2 teams that make it pretty easy to bounce back and get things looking right and get the vibes back in a good spot prior to a matchup next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, if our division was a little bit more, let's say, competitive, I would maybe wait until next episode to go up against the Chiefs, but the Chiefs practically got this division in the bag. So I think we'll include a 3rd week of sim in this episode, just because, again, the gameplay portion was so short. And we were able to take care of business on the short week. And so that should give us a boost of some kind. And let's get ready for this big-time matchup against the Chiefs. Got the quarterback duel scenario here. We're going to be confident in Justin Herbert coming off what we saw from him earlier this episode. It was funny. Last episode, we got the quarterback duel scenario, and we were laughing because Herbert was coming off that awful game. Now it kind of seems a lot more fitting. Chargers up 10-0 after the first quarter here. Chiefs bring it back, but we quickly respond. 24-7 now. We know that lead's not entirely safe against the Chiefs, though. Going to keep our eyes open to see if this is a game we can jump into in the fourth quarter. 13-point game. Things not over yet. Let's hop into this one. It's 3rd and 3. If we score a touchdown here, that would likely finish off the game, but we will be stopped. Austin Eckler, 145 yards. That was that long touchdown we saw on the sim screen. Must have been an Austin Eckler run. So we'd settle for 3. Still just a 2-possession ball game, though the Chiefs would need to get two-point conversions. They need to start making that comeback right here. It had a good start with the flip toss to Kadarius Toney. Now they follow it up with a solid run from Pacheco. Mahomes throws a strike to the outside, dropped by Pacheco this time. Derwin James maybe had him thinking ahead. That's a beautiful strike down the middle to Mecole Hardman. His 5th catch today and a clutch conversion by Kansas City. Mahomes pressured. He's going down. They're not going to give him credit for getting that ball out. Leonard Williams with the sack. Our 2nd sack of Mahomes today. And then just a miscommunication is going to bring up 3rd and 18. Chargers looking like they might be going 2-0 against Kansas City in this season. But a beautiful throw once again on 3rd down. Mahomes can never be counted out. Kansas City in the red zone. 1st and 10 into some traffic, and it falls harmlessly to the ground. Dangerous play, though, by Mahomes. Both in terms of being a risk for a turnover, and that could have been a touchdown because of how talented his arm is. 3rd and 4. This time it's not going to be a conversion. It's another Daiyan Henley interception. His 2nd of the episode. Coming up clutch and stopping will look to be a very promising Kansas City drive all the way down deep in that red zone. 3rd down. Mahomes had completed 2 third downs that were much more difficult earlier on, and Henley comes up and makes the big play. Excellent running by Austin Eckler to fight forward through some contact and gain the 1st. Spiller into the game, stopped up short. Not his best game today, only has 4 attempts though. 2nd and 9. Deep downfield is hauled in by Keenan Allen on the sideline. Excellent play there. Faking the give to Keenan Allen. That run play is not my favorite, and we run it a lot. One of my very few qualms with the Miami playbook. That short completion will make it 3rd and 10, and if Kansas City gets a stop here, they're not out of it yet, and they do get the stop. Don't mind targeting Keenan Allen 101, but a beautiful play by Watson. So, Mahomes, 2 scores, 5 minutes. I think that's definitely doable for him. We're going to get things started well with a completion to Travis Kelce. Underneath now to Toney. 6 more on the board, but they got to start getting some larger chunks here. They want to conserve some time. This one's picked off again. Greedy Williams. The Chargers have picked off Mahomes so many times this year. And Mahomes does not have a lot of interceptions total. I think he only has 1 or 2, maybe 3 outside of his games with the Chargers, but that's 2 here in this fourth quarter, 3 total on the game. And we picked him off, 4 times in our first matchup? So the Chargers get 2-0 over the Chiefs in this season matchup between the 2 division rivals. And I was just not expecting us to be so good against Mahomes. I mean, he would certainly drive on us, but we would turn the ball over enough that it wouldn't really matter. Plus 15 morale for sweeping the Chiefs this season. And that's massive. Thought we were at, risk of losing against the Patriots. That would totally derail our morale for the season. Instead, we've gotten massive morale boosts in this episode. And now all of a sudden, the division might be back in play again. This team's all over the map. But I love it. I especially love it because right now we're at the high point of the vibes, whereas last episode was not great. So let's do some upgrades here to end off the episode. Got a lot going because we had a lot of scenarios that gave XP. We're gonna go physical for Jerry Dupree here. When we get some short and medium route, that's what we do. Some release as well. Daniel Lopez. Also, I knew because he was 81 overall that he was superstar, but I think it wasn't official until this episode, right? We haven't seen his superstar on the field until this episode. He's looking insane. Would be looking even better had he not got injured early on in the year, but it is what it is. Zion Johnson up next. I think we go power here. Trying to get him to be a good all-around interior offensive lineman. And all his stuff is now in the greens, which is nice. Ashton Davis, we'll go hybrid. He's been solid this year. I'd say probably kind of the definition of replacement level. He hasn't burned us. Not been a huge playmaker either way. JP Williams actually getting an upgrade because of all these upgrades where everybody on the team got XP, even though he's injured. So you love to see it. Tuli Tuipulotu. Been a couple of maybe more quiet episodes for him. I think he started the year off pretty well, but cooled down a bit. Unless I'm forgetting some plays. I probably am. Quentin Johnston made that awesome catch today. Now he gets up to scheme fit. Yaya Diaby. He was the player we got back in the Josh Palmer deal when we traded him for a 4th round pick. Diane Henley, one of the studs of the episode. Nice to see him get rewarded with an upgrade, although half the team, more than half the team, it feels like, has upgrades. Chapman was our 6th or 7th round pick. Been mostly a returner for us. Well, really been only a returner. Hasn't really made any big plays in the return game. Isaiah McDuffie, signed him once JP Williams went down for the year. And after having done so many upgrades, I think we're going to let the rest of these guys just upgrade automatically. So we've got one episode left here of the season, and we've got my favorite scenario in the whole game, Trench Boost. Yes, I love Trench Boost. That'll be coming up next episode, which will be coming out soon, and I'll see you then.